Afternoon game here on this Thursday. And tonight, it'll be the San Antonio Spurs going up against the Miami Heat. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And in just a moment, Greg, both these teams have been dealing lately with some adversity.
Yeah, injuries have hit them hard. We're seeing some makeshift starting lineups. This is when a reserve has a chance to make an impression.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, out in the wings for him, it's Powell and Wiggins. In the post, it's Jovic and Adebayo. And it's Mitchell in at the point guard position.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
And sometimes getting that first bucket puts momentum in your corner, but we'll just have to see.
Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Don't take your eyes off Bam. When he comes off the floor, he gets up and the slams are just too good to miss.
Stripped it away. Mitchell looking it over. Adebayo with a screen for Mitchell. Pass to Wiggins. Back to Mitchell. Powell, no one around him. A three-pointer off the mark.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
That one goes in.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
And here's Adebayo. Inside. And Powell gets it to go on the assist by Adebayo.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Also relying on his skill there. That's a nice move against length.
Vassell, the pass to Champagny. Wembanyama, a screen on Wiggins. Wembanyama with the bucket.
You'd love for Victor to get that look every time up the floor.
The Heat have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And thus far in his career, GA, Victor Wembanyama is averaging well over 3 blocks per game.
Matter of fact, if he can maintain this rate, he's on pace to average the most blocks of any player in NBA history, surpassing the towering Mark Eaton.
And the basket by Vassell.
That's a strong move by Vassell. He plays with more power than I think you actually realize.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. Coach brought up the challenges that Bam Adebayo poses on both ends. He told me offensively, Bam doesn't force much. He gets his points within the flow of the offense. He's a great finisher and facilitator. And defensively, he can guard anybody. He might be the most versatile defender in the league. Guys?
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Spurs.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
And something else that's working for them is ball movement. A lot of their points so far have come as a result of smart plays.
Clock at 4. Powell, the pass to Adebayo. No good again that time. San Antonio leading by 7. Here's Barnes. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
It's good.
And what a dime from Bam. He's really skilled at looking for and finding his teammate.
Mitchell against Castle. Here's Barnes. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Powell for 3. San Antonio with the rebound. Barnes passes to Vassell. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Pass to Jovic. To the inside. Powell. Poked away.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
They set the pick. Here's Jovic, covered by Barnes. Puts up a three. And again, it's the Heat missing.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Yes, that goes in. 6 points for Barnes.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Wiggins surveying the floor, and they get it. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Vassell with it, now defended by Powell. Here's Wiggins, and it's Wiggins with the jam.
I love it when Wiggins puts it on the deck, using that athleticism that he's been so gifted with to his advantage.
Vassell kicks to Barnes. Back to Vassell. Down low. Got a hand on it. Powell down low. Covered by Vassell. Powell, that's good.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Vassell outside. Barnes screen on Powell. Vassell, no good. And so Powell will bring it up for the Heat. 11-point game. Here's Wiggins. Powell outside. Pass to Jovic. The Heat need to get a shot off. No good on the triple. Spurs leading by 11. And Wembanyama up top, covered by Mitchell. Now Castle. This one for three. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. And Craig, with Stephon Castle winning the 2025 Rookie of the Year award, the Spurs went back-to-back in that category.
Yeah, of course, Victor Wembanyama winning that same award in 24. Just more confirmation that these Spurs are building something special.
Vassell outside. Wembanyama, a screen on Powell. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
I'm sure all of the above is in order, and you can never be too content.
Johnson, he's checked in for San Antonio. Jordan McLaughlin comes in for Devin Vassell. Here's Barnes, and the dunk by Barnes.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
It also allows them to play inside out, which will make them even more difficult to defend.
As to where, here's Jonas. Now Fontecchio. Jaquez outside. Miami no good on that time either. Spurs leading by 13. Johnson outside. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Keldon Johnson. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Powell, he's checked in for Fontecchio. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Jonas. Rebounds San Antonio. Wembanyama has got 4 rebounds in this game. Cancel. Larson with the rebound.
Uncharacteristic, but that's a bucket he'll convert 90% of the time.
The Heat shooting their first free throw of the game. Free throw good, Jonas. The Heat trail by 12. 1:09 left to play in the first quarter. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama's got 5 rebounds tonight. And that one's good, Barnes. Barnes has got 10 points in the game.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Offensive rebound. Lays it up off the glass.
How about the level of activity this dude just brings to the glass? Just refusing to give up on plays, and his teammates, trust me, they appreciate the effort.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. RJ, we have never seen a player like Victor Wembanyama. In your opinion, what's his potential?
Wemby has so much potential, it's scary. The number one thing that can stop him from being one of the greats of all times, in my opinion, is injury. After that, there is nothing that is stopping him from being one of the most dominant physical specimens we've ever seen.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. For Miami, they have shot just one free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Here's McLaughlin. He has yet to score. Jaquez with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
1 second left. And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for the Spurs. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
It leads to some easy buckets, and I think it's given them control of the pace in this one.
On the court for the Heat, Jaime Jaquez is out there with Norman Powell. Then it's Khalil Ware. Then there's Jokic Jonas. And it's Larson in at the shooting guard. Outside Harper. To the middle. Here's Sohan. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Powell, the pass to Jaquez. Rebound by Johnson.
The defense really made this an uphill battle, and he just couldn't get there.
And it's Sohan missing. The Heat trail by 9. Here's Larson. Johnson with the rebound. Here's McLaughlin. Outside Harper. Three-pointer. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. The Heat shooting a low 30% right now, an ugly offensive performance. It's the three-point bomb. Larson's got 5 points so far.
If you give him that kind of separation, oh, he's going to take full advantage.
Jaquez with the steal. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. The shot by Jokic Jonas, no good. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Kevin. The Miami Heat's head coach Eric Spoelstra talked about their approach, and he said, you got to try to take control of the game, set the tone, and play consistently throughout. Everybody's trying to do the same thing. It's who can impose their will longer than the other team. Kevin, back to you.
He knows his stuff. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Pass to Jokic Jonas. And again, it's Miami with a 3.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Spurs leading by 6. Here's McLaughlin. Wembanyama, a screen. Wembanyama getting it done inside.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
And he's going up for the alley-oop and stolen by Wembanyama. Pass to Champagny. To the paint. The shot by Johnson, no good. The Heat trail by 8. And again, the turnover by the Heat.
Horrible mistake right there. You hate to see unforced turnovers like that.
And Miami making a change here. Adebayo's checked in. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Johnson left side. Here's Wembanyama. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, guys, this summer saw the first ever 7-team trade in the NBA. You might wonder why it makes sense to involve so many parties, but basically teams have more flexibility salary-wise in these multi-team deals. It is enough to make your head spin, guys. This is where things are headed.
Big moves indeed. All right, Shams, we appreciate the update.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Spurs leading by 10. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Here's Jonas. High quality look, and he sinks it. Jonas has got 6. And so Wembanyama will bring it up for San Antonio. And it's Miami with the rebound. Ware's got rebound number 5 here tonight. The Heat have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. Free throw good, Jonas. Mitchell, he's checked in for Miami. The Heat trail by 7. Outside, Adebayo. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And inside is where Bam is at his best. He knows how to outwork the other guys in the paint.
Champagnie passes to Wembanyama. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. For San Antonio, they've been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
A generational talent. For Wembanyama, the sky is the limit and the reality.
And Miami making a change here. Wiggins is checked in. San Antonio leading by 6. Wembanyama left side. Oh, the rim with an easy reach of Wembanyama.
When Wemby is feeling himself, he is as deadly as any player on the planet.
Miami's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Where? And the rejection by Wembanyama. And Adebayo sends it back. Now, here's Mitchell. Defense is right there. Pass to Ware. Now Powell, covered by Vassell. And the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut down to just 6 points on the bucket from Powell.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Wembanyama finds Johnson. Back to Wembanyama. Here's McLaughlin. Covered by Mitchell. Wembanyama, a screen. Out of bounds, Miami takes possession.
I'm not sure what he was thinking. That's a weird pass.
And some changes here for the Spurs. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Johnson. And Castle is subbed in for Jordan McLaughlin. And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Here's Wiggins. Outside, Adebayo. Finding the lane. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
A tremendous athlete. Adebayo also possesses great mobility for a big fella, using it to get the call on that play.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Spurs. And after playing most of his career at the center spot, Greg, do you like Bam Adebayo playing power forward?
Oh, it's great. At 6'9", I felt like he was always undersized. at the pivot, making up for it with his strength and toughness, but he has the mobility and the skill to play the 4 without question.
Pocket 6. It's good, and the San Antonio lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Adebayo.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of thing.
A drive by Barnes.
Good things happen when HB drives that lane. He's either a bully to the basket or he gets to the line.
And stolen by Barnes. In transition, here come the Spurs. Back to Castle. To the middle. Ball stolen. And here we go. Powell heading to the hoop. Shoots over Vassell. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Devin Vassell. The Heat shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. Jaime Jaquez, he's checked in for Wiggins. And the second free throw, good. Spurs leading by 3. Here's Barnes. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
And the Heat making a change here. Wiggins is checked in, and that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. For Miami, they've gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Jaquez outside. Back to Mitchell. Pass to Wiggins. Good ball movement here by Miami. Just 5 on the clock. The kick out to Adebayo. Over Johnson. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Castle with it. No scoring in this one. Here's Johnson. And Ware pulls it down. Ware's got 7 rebounds in the game. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Mitchell.
There's one for the low light. Wow. I'm not sure who messed up the pass, but look, somebody did.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Nikola Jovic is checked in for Miami. Spurs leading by 5. Pass to Champagnie. Vassell outside. And here's Barnes for 3. And it's Miami with the rebound. Now, here's Mitchell. Now, Adebayo. Again, the miss by the Heat.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
On the wing, Johnson. Champagnie passes to Vassell. Barnes screen on Adebayo. It's stolen by Adebayo. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. And it's Wiggins with the jam.
Great hustle on the break. Wiggins taking advantage of that scattered defense.
Here's Vassell. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he makes the first.
And team-wide, they've been terrific from the line here. Just one of those nights when the confidence has spread from one player to the next.
Jeremy Sohan's checked in for Johnson.
Such an important part of this team. Vassell, a great athlete who can guard multiple positions on the court. That's so valuable.
Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Driving inside. Bucket is good. And the Spurs lead by 5.
Castle's so good up and down the lane.
Pass to Jovic. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Barnes passes to Champagnie. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got 6 rebounds here tonight. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And it's Vassell with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. 14 foul. Miami substitution.
On defense, San Antonio. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Shot clock at 6. Wiggins passes to Jovic. Here's Adebayo. A putback. Great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Here's Barnes. Missed inside. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Spurs lead by 1. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan catwalk shot. Give me a beat. They're thinking about the shot.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. We're seeing a tremendous game from Victor Wembanyama.
As impressive as the block totals are from him early on, they don't even tell the whole story. He's changed countless others.
And you can bet that that's had an effect the rest of the way. Guys won't be trying to take him one-on-one because he alters just as many shots as he blocks.
Barnes operates at the 4 with Wembanyama at the 5. Stephon Castle is out there with Devin Vassell. And it's Champagnie in at the 3 spot. And that's the 5 to begin the second half for Mitch Johnson. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Miami Heat. Adebayo, high post. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
Bam invites so much contact inside. That's how he earns that trip to the line.
Johnson's checked in for Wembanyama. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
Yeah, it wasn't perfect, but it was enough to give them the lead.
And there's the drive. Castle misses. The Heat with the lead. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Hey guys, Bam Adebayo is big time. Coach Eric Spoelstra said, quote, "The way he's worked over the years to add to his game has been incredible. He's one of the best passers on the team, and he's not afraid to take the shot in a big moment. He cares deeply about improving, and you see it in the results of his work." Back to you.
High praise indeed. Allie, we thank you very much.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
And it's so much easier said than done, but now it's all about keeping that momentum going for them.
And that one drops for him.
A 6'6" Castle is a strong finisher inside.
Powell outside. Back to Mitchell. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Adebayo takes it off the glass. Adebayo's got the lead back up to 4 now for Miami.
And that's why you don't let them get positioned deep in the post.
And they need better team defense. How about your man in the post? It takes multiple guys to stop him.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Pass to Jovic. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. 5 on the clock. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Jovic has got the lead up to 4 now for the Heat. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. So it's the Spurs now. Vassell outside. Barnes against Adebayo. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
The shot by Powell, no good. For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Pass to Castle. Johnson with a screen on Mitchell. Now here's Johnson. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Johnson's got his first basket.
Showing he's more than just a shooter. Johnson inside.
Here's Jovic. And here's Wiggins. Adebayo the screen. Inside. And Adebayo throws it down.
Saw the angles and led him right to the hoop with that pass.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. The number 1 overall pick back in 2014, Andrew Wiggins, certainly capable.
Elite length and athleticism. His shot creation is more good than great. He has that 2022 All-Star nod to his credit, and of course, a championship from that same season.
And here is Powell. He's got 7. Takes the 3. Here's Jovic. Gets the bucket and the foul. It's going to go on Keldon Johnson.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
Khalil Ware's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Pass to Champagnie. Barnes the screen. Champagnie passes to Vassell. Here's Champagnie. He's defended by Ware. Hassel misses. Miami leading by 5. Wiggins passes to Mitchell. Here's Jovic. 10 points for him. Miami no good on that time either. Wiggins against Barnes. Down low. Champagnie passes to Barnes. 5 to shoot. Barnes sets a screen for Castle. Deflects the pass. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Adebayo is checked in for the Heat. Wiggins dishes to Powell. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Wiggins has got 4 assists in the game. Barnes right side. Here's Champagnie. Johnson with a screen on Mitchell. Castle finds Johnson. Rebound by the Heat. Adebayo's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And Davion Mitchell gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Here's Castle. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Castle's got 6 points.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Adebayo down low. Johnson on him. They get it again. Out to Powell. Buries the long-range jumper. Powell's got the lead up to 8 now for the Heat.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And guys, what do you think about the hustle skills for the Heat?
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And another thing they did well was just keep the effort up offensively. Lots of boards leading to extra opportunities, which they converted.
Jaime Jaquez, he's checked in for the Heat. Jokic Jonas comes in for Mitchell. The Heat leading by 8. Adebayo deciding where to go with it. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
And how about Adebayo kicking it into high gear offensively?
Vassell against Powell. And the basket by Vassell. 10 points for him.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
Here's Adebayo. Unable to get that one. Johnson with the defensive effort. Vassell against Powell. That one falls. And that's now 20 points for Barnes.
When a crafty scorer like Barnes gets on a roll, it can turn into a big night.
Powell for three. Hits it from three-point range. And the Heat lead by 9.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And 79% from the line a season ago. Pretty consistent there as a free throw shooter.
Vassell hits them both. Miami leading by 7. Here's Jonas. He has 7. Off target from three-point range. Vassell, the pass to Johnson. Pass to Castle. To the inside. He's looking for Zohan and finds him.
While he's a bit undersized for a 4, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
1:15 left in the third. Into the lane. Here's Ware. And the three ball is good. Ware's got 8.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
Castle. And it's Miami with the rebound. Here's Hackett. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And the basket by Castle. Castle's got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, the keep it simple method. Good decision to use the bounce pass just to get it there.
Hackett outside. To the left wing. Fires the 3. And again, Miami with the triple.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the 3.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Zohan. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Bryant comes in for Devin Vassell. And it's Harper in for Stephon Castle. Here's Jonas. Pass to Hackett. Here's Jonas. Lets it go with a 3. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Miami holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where... How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. On the floor for Miami starting the 4th. We've got Jaime Jaquez. He's out there with Norman Powell. Jonas is out there with Khalil Ware. And it's Larson in at the 2. McLaughlin, the pass to Zohan. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Pass to Larson. That 3 off the mark. Spurs trail by 6. Out to the right wing. Back to Zohan. Down low. Here's Wembanyama. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for him.
Here's Jonas. Here's Ware. San Antonio with the rebound. Wembanyama's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Here's Johnson. Jaquez with the rebound. The Heat leading by 4. He lobs it up.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. The Spurs have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. McLaughlin, the pass to Wembanyama. That one drops for him. And it's now 22 points for Victor Wembanyama. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Good ball movement here by Miami. Tries from 10. The shot by Jonas, no good. For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Here's Wembanyama. He's still out. Now he is 9 of 10.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He knows every possession is critical now. The Spurs making a switch here. Barnes is checked in, and Miami with a change here too. Adebayo's checked in, and now Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Eric Spoelstra's huddle. They said in the huddle, this is it. No excuses. Let's figure out a way to win. A couple of players spoke as well, firing up their teammates. A great ending could be in store, guys.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Here's McLaughlin. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Here's Adebayo. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Back to Barnes. Cohen with the screen. The drive by Barnes. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
And it's official. They have come all the way back. At one point, this thing seemed to be out of reach.
They've played with a lot of heart to get back in this, and now they've got the other side on their heels with the game winding down.
And the foul on Jeremy Sohan. That is his first foul of the game. Davion Mitchell's checked in for Jonas.
Number 45.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. And Jordan McLaughlin picks up the foul here. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Adebayo. Jaquez outside. Just 5 to shoot. Mitchell. Again, the miss by the Heat. San Antonio with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. McLaughlin, the pass to Wembanyama. Wembanyama sets a screen for Barnes. Shoots over Jaquez. Another one falls for San Antonio.
Carefully making his selection, and then Barnes, oh, he commits completely.
Mitchell sets the screen for Powell. Outside, Adebayo. Miami no good on that time either.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Out the basket. And it's a 4-point Spurs lead.
Not an area you want to allow Harper to get to. He may be a rookie, but he can finish like a seasoned veteran.
Adebayo with the ball. Inside. Ware finds Jaquez.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Here's McLaughlin, covered by Mitchell. Barnes screen on Adebayo. And that one's good, Barnes. 26 points for Harrison Barnes.
This man has entered the zone. Great shooting performance from him all game long.
Mitchell passes to Jaquez. Powell outside. Shoots over Harper. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama's got rebound number 13 with that last one. through the net again. He's done that 10 times tonight, and he's only needed 11 shots to get there.
Love to see him inside passing like this, as well as guys being on the same page.
Mitchell sets the screen for Powell. Pass to Adebayo. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That will be foul number 5 on him. And the Spurs with some changes. Champagne's checked in, and it's Vassell in for Harper. Heat also with the sub. Wiggins is checked in. Adebayo kicks to Wiggins. Just 4 to shoot. The rebound by the Spurs. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Greg, everything they're doing is working right now.
The good run they have going right now, the momentum is huge.
Yep, that one goes.
Oh, great decision there. Get it to Wembanyama and let Victor finish as the roller.
The Heat trail by 8. Mitchell passes to Ware. Now here's Powell. Miami no good on that time either. Now Castle. Wembanyama, a screen on Mitchell. Drives to the hoop.
Now that's how you finish with authority. Show them how it's done, young fella. Stephon Castle is a problem.
Now Wiggins shoots the 3. And down goes the 3.
And he has to build on this because we can see where him being a ghost out there has gotten them so far.
Here's Vassell. Barnes sets a screen for Castle. Now Barnes. Oh, great touch off the pass.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
Yeah, just keep feeding him. That guy is a man on a mission. And the defense, well, they don't have much of an answer.
Adebayo. Strong move off the glass.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
It's tipped. 1:56 left to play here in the 4th. Wiggins. Here's Ware. They set the pick. Oh! And they'll get another chance. On the wing, Wiggins. Castle covering. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Powell fires. Wembanyama rips down the rebound. Spurs leading by 7.
And what makes Castle so difficult to guard is that he keeps defenders off balance with this constant change of pace.
He hits the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8. And the Heat making a change here. Jovic is checked in, and he cannot convert on the second. That misses. And stolen by Wembanyama. And 1:01 left in the 4th. Leaves it in off the window.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Spurs.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Victor Wembanyama.
And he's been a well-oiled machine on offense, keeping things simple in this end, getting the looks that he wanted, knocking them down.
Here's Wiggins. Big-time jam. He was ready to receive and deliver. They're in good position here to ride it out.
Certainly, if they just play smart, this game's over.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Outside Wiggins fires the 3. Barnes rips down the rebound. And it's Barnes with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
That's good from Barnes.
At the line for 3.
Good on the second free throw. And he nails the third. Here's Larson. And get the three. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
Now let's check in with Allen.